Welcome, I'm Bill Wake. We're working on a program to do long-term, medium to long-term financial planning. And one of the things we're adding recently is the idea of assumptions, which are sort of values you define, and we like to be able to vary them. So an example might be, what's the growth rate, or what's my average ROI on my investments? And I want to model them growing over time. Or what's the inflation rate, or something like that. Maybe what date do I stop working, or anything. And they're useful for, I call it robustness analysis, because other people do. And the idea is, maybe you have a plan you think is a good one, and you try swinging these assumptions around and see if the plan holds up under these assumptions. All right, and so far we've created the assumptions, and we've got something to edit. We can view them and we can adjust them, but we can't create new ones or edit them visually. So we're going to work on that. All right, so yeah, here's our assumption view. And I noticed this delete action. I think I can delete this. We've defaulted that. So let's make sure that goes. And the preview is pretty minimal, but it just shows the slider and it displays the name and the value. We'll work on that later. You know, it's not the most critical thing at this time. Okay. So assumptions view, let's close this. This displays the list of items, and we don't support actual editing yet. I'm not sure we even have the class for that. We do have display of assumptions, and yeah, that's all we have so far. All right. Well, let's run this and just see how it looks so far. Welcome, Mudshark. That's not a good sign. Whoops. Maybe it just went to the back. I've seen this pause on app startup before. I don't think we've done anything that would cause it. Let's see. I did have Xcode crash on me. I don't know if maybe I should. Let's restart the simulator too. And I don't know what happened. It just overnight at some point it died. All right. I don't think edit assumptions view exists. Let's check that. No. Okay. But we'll work analogously. I think we'll need a null assumption or a default assumption. Oh, he likes to put that on other windows. Yes. And we got the startup there. Okay, well, let's get this going while we do. So assumption. All right, that seemed normal. All right. Here's our assumptions. We've got this ROI. It's really supposed to be a percent, but we can move that around. But if I hit plus, I just have this default create an assumption. Okay, so that's assumptions. Oh, sorry, assumptions view. Yeah, there we go, create an assumption. Okay, so let's add this default one. Okay, and I'm gonna make it a static method. Oh, I can't use default. Null. Let's just return no assumption. %, name is empty, min is 0. Well, let's make it 1 to 100. 50. Okay, just kind of a default boring one. All right, now assumptions view. Let's create edit assumptions view. Should it display min and max? Yeah, it really should. Let me make a note of that if nothing else. This is edit assumptions view. Editing, creating. And I guess we're kind of doing the other one first. Create assumptions. All right, and the pattern we have from working with person and maybe others, we'll pass in the one to the sort of starting point, which if you're editing, it's going to be the current one, or in our case, creating a new one, we'll take the default one, a button name so we can decide if it's create or edit, and then an action that does the creation based on the object passed back. Okay, so we'll want the assumption. And we'll want the, whoops. The button name. And an action that takes an assumption and goes void. Okay. Okay. People doesn't matter, and this should be assumption. Okay, so we won't take the action yet. Did I not create this? Or we just haven't built? Where did I put that thing? Assumptions. Ugh. Assumption.null. Okay, let's see if that runs. fair. All right, so now we should get a screen that says hello world. All right. Again, I think the person one is a good analogy for what we want to do. Is that, no. Edit person view. Okay, yeah, we want this dismiss. All right, and then we need state for all the pieces we use. You know, I normally put the state after the local variables. I think I prefer that in general. Environment, then fields, then state fields. Okay. Right. So our assumptions, they have a name of string. They have, well, they have a type, but we only have one type. I don't think we need to put that in the view just yet. All right, they have a type, they have a min, a max, a current. What else I'm forgetting? ID type, name, min, max, current. Okay. Those are all okay. I'm surprised it doesn't complain about initializing, but well, okay, yeah, we want to do this the way we did it in person view. So we have to access the state with that underscore. At least that's a way to do it. I feel like there must be multiple ways. Okay, hit. And are you going to volunteer? Come on. Dismiss action. I want this. Wait a minute. He shouldn't be in there, period. These shouldn't be in there. Okay, so in our case, under name equals assumption dot name. Okay. Oh, they need to be wrapped. Okay. Okay, so those are 4 states. Okay, and then I think we just had a form. Well, we had valid. Yeah, we got form. Okay, and I'll just steal this for now. Again, I think it's fairly close. Okay, this is assumption. Text field name. It's a year selector. We don't need that. All right, and then this is the button name, so create or save or whatever, edit. We need an assumption. Okay, we don't have a valid function. Well, let's put one in. I guess the name needs to be there, so that's something. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that'll get us a form with the name field. Gosh, we have other fields that enter numbers, right? Oh, my sorting's a little off, isn't it? What did we call that? Form fields? There's a percent field. Yeah, we have a number field. Okay. Needs a string and a binding. Min. Okay, gets there eventually. All right, just those 4 fields. Good, good. And this builds in its own checker for name being present. But in the end, we can't want the create button active only if the name is there. Oh, okay, we can create, yeah. Okay, well that's tolerable. Minus some errors. Min 1, max 1, current 1. How did that happen? That would seem to be that. We pass in the assumption. We set this to the assumptions name, min, and max. And I spelled them all right. Ooh, that's not so good. Okay, thank you. Plus, okay. Well, it's not gorgeous. I really don't particularly like the formatting they do on these. That it just doesn't look editable until you actually click. But I'll leave that in the boat of visual improvements for later. Okay, well, there's a little problem. We don't actually do anything. But I think the UI is doing the UI stuff. So let's get that in before we worry about semantics. Okay, so add null to assumption. Well, assumption.null. Add edit assumption view with its fields. Okay. So yeah, the problem is we're calling this method, but the caller does not have it. Wherever assumptions view got off to. Okay. So, well, it's kind of the same thing. We just want to do assumptions.add assumption. Now, I wonder, our person array, we did some work to make it detect changes better. Like adding, does that do the change? Let's find out. This remote keyboard thing is really annoying in the simulator. All right, assumptions. Let's create one. Test assumption. Well, there's some more validation, right? Min should be less than or equal to max, and current should be between them. We'll enforce that in a minute. Okay, well. And I think we've already got it sorting. And assumption. Yeah. Okay. I'll delete that. Boy, it does scream for those boundaries, doesn't it? Huh. Okay, if you drag to the end, you can go back. If I drag outside here, I can go back. But if I drag outside the simulator, I'm locked in. All right. Yeah, okay, so we've done create. Yeah, that's good. Let's take that. I could make a better message, I guess. You got to create an assumption. All right, that's fine. All right, but we need to enforce range, what would we call that? Well, enforce min less than or equal to current less than or equal to max. Well, I think we want some text. I guess I capitalized it there. Now, I don't know why they do it this way. Well, I do know. There's no... I'd like to just make it disappear if it's not there, but I don't think there's any direct way to do that. I'm checking because it has changed. Ugh, it's getting everything for view. Visibility, no. Hidden, oh yeah. So why hidden does not take a Boolean? I just don't get it. Okay. If the range is okay, then it's 0, otherwise 1. Okay, what's range okay? Well, that's really the expression of it. So min less or equal to current, and current less or equal to max. Okay. And the color, font. Well, this has an example. Foreground style. Okay, let's try that. We'll have to get valid updated too. Okay. So let's make this 500. Okay. Huh. That's, oh, I don't have a name. Yeah, that should turn off. The real other one is that form field that has the required, basically it bundles the check. I don't know if we have other views that do a different way. Yeah. Well, I guess I could do it with an if. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, that might be, well, I wouldn't even say might be. I would say you're right. That probably should be in our assets. So let's add one. Color error. Oh, there it is. Oh, I like it. Okay. Well, that's colored out red, I think. I don't know if that'll work in dark mode. Maybe we want something a little brighter. Contrast to black. Okay. And find those again. Okay. Now I haven't normally addressed dark mode period, so we should probably just see what else is going to break. Okay, so that's okay. Now, device. Oh, I thought I had dark mode in this. Oh, maybe I have to put it in. Oops. Okay, I don't know how anything's going to look. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Not amazing, but it's better than the dark red would be, I think. Okay. Is one of these it? I could have sworn there was a little tweaker thing that would change the mode. Okay. Yeah, good enough. What's back here? Okay, and that goes away. Oh, the button did turn off? No, I didn't fix that yet. Okay. So name is not empty and range okay. It should show up. It's not the only problem. Okay. Good. Good, good. Okay, UI for editing assumptions. That's a good thing. Might be a predefined color for error or failure. That's a good point. Boy, I'm not a fan of dark mode. I guess you'd realize that by now. Well, I think I'll let it go. There may be one. If you run across it, let me know. Editing. All right. So back to assumptions view. We have the create version, but then we also need an editing version. So this displays them. Oh, maybe assumption view has something. Update action. Okay. Delete action. Whoops. Update action. Assumption. So do I just have to pass it in? Where he's already? No. This isn't the screen editing. Okay, yeah, that's the problem. This is the move the bar thing, but it's not. We don't have an edit button on our items. Oh, are they on there too? Oh, it is. Okay. So we want a button for edit. I guess this is update action. No, he's got to be bringing up the update screen. Okay. System name. Well, I'm going to go back here again. Is presented. Okay. Yeah, let's take this. Get the right one. Square and pencil. All right, and then we need another state variable for that. Yeah, you're right. That is a little funny. Okay, and then we should need a sheet here. Let's see. Yeah. Well, it is editing. We need to edit assumption view. Don't we have assumption? Wait a minute. Am I putting this on the wrong thing? Yep. Those names are just so similar. Did I screw this part up? Okay, so my hope here is put name update. And then this is assumption in. Oh, we need those assumptions. Did we pass the function in? We did. Okay. Update action. Okay, so they do edit assumption view. When they fix it, they call update action. Edit assumption view. Yeah, I think that should be edit assumption. Really? Oh, I lost a level. And this one's a little different because it's buried a little deeper, and also I don't think we have passed in an argument to this thing. So he was max 8. Let's make that 100 and make this 80. No, that doesn't help me. Got to see the difference. Make it 10. Okay. Yeah. Cool. That was pretty easy. It took us a lot longer the first time. Well, okay. So there's a pattern, and I think it's just in my head at this point, or at least I can recover it. Because assumption is a struct, it's not like it's an instance and we can just edit those fields. A button can have a role of destructive, but I can't find a way to put a role on text. Well, do we have text? Or are you talking about the create or the update? I mean, if it mattered on text, you could make the text, make a button that looks like text with plain style or something. Okay, so let's edit this thing. $190. Okay. What was I just looking for? Okay, but anyway, the pattern I'm talking about is we have a struct we want to edit. Okay. We have a struct we want to edit. We'll introduce states for all its fields. We'll initialize all those fields from the existing struct. We keep a distinction of the name, button name, so we can make it good for update or delete. create or delete or create or update. So create, we're going to pass in a null instance. And for an edit, we're going to pass in the editing instance. We have this notion of valid, put a form in with the fields, enforce any global constraints or multi-field constraints, and then create a new instance of the struct and then call the action on it. So I think that's pretty good. Okay. Edit assumption view. Okay. So. Of assumptions. All right. Okay. So, well, oh boy. I'm looking at the timeline. So today is Wednesday. We've got not quite 2 hours, hour and a half plus, and then our session tomorrow. I kind of want to do three things. One is I want to put in like the mins and maxes and make the slider take up less room and, just generally improve the look of the assumption view and the assumptions view. The second is I want to actually use the assumptions to support a growth rate. I want to add a growth rate capability to our Leias, and every month that growth rate applies. So it doesn't matter whether it's asset or expense or income, they all have that growth rate. Now you probably want to use inflation for some things and some for the others. Okay. Let's see. And then the third thing is I still want to come back to plan and the persistent stuff and Leia. I want to get the new version of those going. So the reason I'm pushing on that is because these persistence changes require because of the persistence changes in my natural laziness, maybe my assumption has been I'll make a persistence change, get my customer to update so they have the new persistence, and then I can do the second part where I remove the old way, because I've got to build on take advantage of their time and their updating things. And so I want to make sure we're doing a little progress on that each week. So I think I've got enough assumptions to show like, hey, we're providing them and nothing that uses them. That's something to see because I need his feedback on stuff. Yeah, I think you're right. Usable and persistence kind of win. I think because I want to get the persistence going, I want to make sure there's a persistence package, a persistence update. We'll switch over to that. And then when we come back when we finish that, we'll tackle putting in the growth rate stuff. I think we can work out a minimal version maybe and go from there. Yeah, we'll try it that way. So kind of set aside assumptions. I feel like I got the sliders going and stuff. I feel like, oh, that was good. That's progress. But let's look at plan. Okay, so plan. The one thing that's changed for sure is we don't need these pool and stream things. We just need something that's like a money source or, something generic, a Leia, maybe it's Leia, to cover that case. And right now, I don't think anybody references pool anymore. Maybe there's a test that does. Let's find that. Okay. Yeah, people do. Okay, I don't think anybody calls this anymore. Oh, okay, tests. All right. Oh, no, that's not a test. Add plan view. And that's making stream. Stream, it's not doing pool. Interesting. All that indexing in the background, and he still doesn't know. Okay, let me comment this out, see if anybody breaks. I guess I have to run tests too to find that out. Okay. I think I heard the new Xcode and all that is going to ship in September sometime. So, all right. So changes when pool is appended, changes when stream is appended. Okay, so this is no longer a thing. So that can go. And a plan. Make pool. Okay, makes a pool isn't interesting now. Replaces a pool. Can, well, can just replaces a stream. Scenarios for pool, scenarios for stream. That one's more interesting. Right, it's this type. Plan.make. Well, okay, that should go away. Make pool. I mean, the real thing on make pool is the Leia needs to be, oh, is asset. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Let's rename this to asset though. And I'll call this make plan with asset. Almost did it. Yeah, as long as the type is a pool, because assets and liabilities work differently in the scenarios. So I think we have to be make them different, but we don't need to call this make pool. It just needs the we don't need a make pool versus make stream. I got to take that argument out, but oh, you drive me crazy. Okay, I don't have all day. Okay, so I said make plan with asset. Okay. I think, yeah, that could go. Well, I'm going to change it to stream with asset. Make the test, right? Oh, yeah, rename failed. Good. Yep, that one failed too. Okay, so to the small bytes. Okay. And then plan, make stream. Okay, now can I rename this? No. Okay. I'll just let the compiler tell me. Well, can't do it like that. Okay. Okay. All right, I don't know why he's not. Do the old clear all issues trick, like Xcode should be doing after a successful build. Okay. Good. We go back to pool. Who's using this? Yeah. There should be some. Yeah, here. Okay, we have to use it in a switch. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, so the view has to use it. Well, we can take this one out because it's got a default case that throws an error. Okay. But this one does not. Okay. Right. So I think that leaves us with the essential conversion on this is we're going to read things. Anybody who has a tight pool, well, maybe I should just make the new one. Yeah, I probably should add Leia, and anybody who has pool or stream converts to Leia at the plan level. Now, I don't know what else we have to do. I suppose these helpers are there because we don't want to have these constructors where some of them have this argument and that argument, and these have exactly the right arguments. So that's why they're there. Unique name. Okay, yeah, that'll have to go on to Leia. Okay. So I think trying to think the good way to do this. I think maybe the easy way in this case is the way I did before, which was just read them in and modify them kind of in place with the new name present and convert to the new name. And then next week, nobody references those. The only question I have is, I don't remember if it puts numbers in for the cases or if it's only the key name. I think it's just the key name, and then they throw a number underneath it or something. All right, I'm looking here. Okay. So where's plan? Plans, plan, children. Okay, SS1 is a type stream. Amount spec has amount with a thing, and these have none. I guess this must be the enum types, huh? But this just has the type name, no attachment. Okay, so changing that type name is going to have no harm. This child is SS1. This one is a Leia. Does that make sense? Okay, that's a stream. He has no... Oh, there it is. Okay, he's a stream. I didn't know they would come out of order or change the order. Okay. So yeah, we can just add the new name and not worry about it. All right. Well, that's an easy change, I hope. These are... Okay, yeah, it's stream or pool, right? Stream. And now we don't create them with anything. So we're still reading old ones that might be pool. Okay. Okay. So where is plans? Okay, so we're going to do update plans. And we have a private function update. Well, he doesn't need the plans passed in. He's got them. Okay. All right. So that does nothing at this point. We haven't changed anything that matters or broken anything. Okay. So the thing I think I can change without hurting anybody is Leia. I'm just gonna, well, I'll add it here. They go by name, so that's okay. Okay, so now I should get complaints on the build. Somebody has a case statement that doesn't understand this thing. Yeah, more than one, I suspect. Okay, this one, if it's a Leia, we'll do that. Okay, now build again. We should find the non-test files that need that. There's a view, I believe. Oh, the view had a default. This one. Okay. And then we need to find whoever creates something with a stream. Okay, let's run this. And this should have everybody there still. Good. All right, and now let's make one change somewhere here. Put some inflation on that house. Update that. Okay, and so we should be able to see the plan with that house in it, and everybody has a Leia. House to that, and then they are Leia's. Type is stream. No, because he doesn't edit it. Okay, let's add another money source, income, annuity, 2024. Okay, annuity type is Leia. Yeah. Okay, so now we're writing Leia's, but reading the others. Okay. So I think we have everything consistent again. Add Leia, well, add plan type dot Leia. Use it throughout. New things created, but still have to handle pool and stream. Okay. Now I kind of wish I had all our tests from our last update because we're going to need them again. Okay. Ugh. I don't know why I'm getting tense from this. All right, so plan. Well, I guess I could put an update on plan too, right? He says if you read my old style, then you should turn it into my new style. Okay, so let's see, the plan, a plan. Okay, so type stream turns into, well, update turns stream into Leia. And pool. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I think I'll take the practice writing these things. Okay, but this one should be straightforward. We didn't do this way last time. So we're going to make a stream. Make a Leia. Well, that's a stream. I don't really have make an asset. Well, I do have make plan with asset. Okay, let's do that. Okay. And I guess we're going to look at plan.type. We'll put maybe a before assertion. What's the amount? Okay. Now everybody's a stream, so that's already a little funny. We're going to do an update. We expect to turn into a Leia. Okay. Let's plan instructor class. I don't remember. He's class. So he could change it in place, I guess, to your point, huh? Did I put update in here yet? Why is that happy? Oh. More like that, yeah. Okay, and there is no update method. Is that true? Thought so. Where's my compiler? Okay, so pool. It's really pool and stream. I guess we haven't proved that yet. Okay, so pool and set type equals Leia. Oh, I keep doing that. That is a field, right? Okay. Okay, so his type is Leia. Well, for now, it's a break. Get the test failing. Yeah, I keep typing that sut. Plan has no member update. Okay, that's an odd complaint. Okay, and it better be this one. Oh, interesting. Set type equals Leia. Oh, probably correct. Maybe we just had to make our own. Just to be totally clear. Yeah, because he's using the new one. All right, let's use the old way. It's always nice when something fails unexpectedly. Gives you good information. Except this one's pool. I don't think I need that expectation since I just clearly set it. Update. Invalid. Okay. He should still fail, but he should fail on the 253 expect. Good. Good. He's pool. He should be Leia. All right. Nice and easy. And this is salary, income. Income set.type equals stream. Update, and we expect Leia. Good. A little duplicating, but should fail. Good. Okay, so persistence, we call persistence updates. We added Leia to plan to replace stream and pool. Added Plan.update to always use Leia. Okay, but we haven't applied it on the input stream yet. make Plans.load. Update those things. Okay. Well, I think we'll take our break now, come back and test that update function, which we'll have to make public to test it. Okay, so it'll load plans, modify them all in place, and then we need a corresponding task. Okay, so that's the sort of leftover task. Plans, yeah. Okay, and that's the part that takes the recursion, right? Because we have individual Leias sitting there, but we might also have scenarios or groups that contain Leias, so we'll have to do the recursion. So it makes it more than a 2-minute task. All right, so back in 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll pick up with converting plans. Welcome back. All right, let's put some updates in. Okay, so we're going to trust that Plan.update does, is that right? Plan.update is not right. Okay, we're only updating pools and streams. We need to update groups and scenarios. Okay. All right, this is the tricky stuff. Update turns group. Update. Updates group. Group, how about updates descendants of group? All right, so we're going to create an asset. We make a plan, and then we want to make a plan with a group. Okay, so we'll make a group, and then we'll add the plan, the child to the group. Okay, and so we want set.children. Sorry. I'm going to break my pattern here. Group. Because you got too many to keep track of. Okay, so group.children sub0 dot type should be Leia now. And let's check this one setup as well. His type should be pool. Non-optional type plan. Oh, maybe this has to be here. Okay, this test should fail. All right, the failure. Good. All right, so we don't, in fact, convert children. Okay, so plan. If the type is group, it needs to go through its children and call update on them. Oh, maybe we should be passing one in. I guess it's okay. If there are children, then children dot for each. Okay. So if it has children, we're going to go through the children. If they happen to be groups, then they will also go through, but eventually you get to a leaf. And either we do nothing if it's a Leia, or we convert it to a Leia otherwise. All right, that should pass. All right, and then the last case is updates descendant of scenario. Now, our scenarios look a lot like our groups. I think it's make scenarios. Okay. We'll just mix this up. So kind of one of those arbitrary. And this. Well, maybe Sut would be better. Yeah, let's go back to Sut. If it lets me. There we go. Okay. It's the wondering, is it going to work? That's the hard part. All right, now this one, let's make this Leia. Okay, make a Leia of type income. Call Plan.make on that. Set the type to stream. That's not right. Oh, the plan is stream, yes, but the SUT is whatever it is. Scenarios. Append the plan. Your type should be stream and then Leia. Okay, that should fail. And then I'm going to just be explicit that Leia does nothing. And should pass. All right, now plans. Okay, he holds. Well, he's really just a group at this point. I think that's okay. So let's devise a test for it. It's going to look an awful lot like this one. This one. Update. Maybe I should just say update. I don't know. It just seems so obvious to say update. Maybe I could say updates children. Okay, so we create this asset of type. Well, let's make it, yeah, it's a pool. All right, then we're going to make the SUT is plans. And SUT dot append. Seems like, okay. Expect SUT dot plans 0 dot type equals pool. SUT dot plans. I don't know if we got a better way to access that. Not really. There's not even a find. Okay. This should fail. Okay. And we just have to call it. Okay. Let's see what else plans or plan need done. I I don't know if that was changed. I guess the thing is like a rename really is. All right, I'm going to take this out and just see what happens. He may just work. Let's find was changed. No, that is a real thing. Okay. Because we're controlling the view on that with that. So we're forcing. It's not enough to know plan changed because we don't necessarily. Yeah, after a load, we don't want to reload, even though the plans do change. So yeah, we do need that for this. Okay, but I think that makes plans okay. Now plan name equals name. ID type name Leia children. ID type name Leia children. Okay, that reflects the fields we want. I think that's okay. We need the plan type, sort of in lieu of inheritance. We took out inheritance because we wasted our time with Swift data. I guess I learned that it's not going to be that easy with a recursive type to work with Swift data. But okay, so I don't think there's anything else in plan that I want to change for this. Now Leia may have more. Let's close these. Well, okay. So Leia has ID name. Yeah, I mean, one change we could make. I mean, it would be nice to make the types use the simple names rather than the old ones. The other thing that would be nice would be folding first and last into a range. I don't think we ever really. Do we ever access them? We don't. We only peel out dates. Let's see who does anything with that. Okay, a scenario. Well, defines his own equals. Okay, fine. We initialize dates. That's the Leia view. Is dates. Yeah, we're not really using them as first and last. Dates includes dates description. Yeah. Okay. Does each plan need to have was change set? No, it's really the all the plans. Maybe I should call them all plans. calling them plans versus plans, and plans contains plan. It's confusing to say, but yeah, it's if anywhere in the tree is changed, we save all the plans. It's not a super efficient way to go. I mean, we could, if the Swift data thing had worked, I suspect we could have just done updates that update the one piece of the object or whatever. But again, I keep coming back to, you got maybe 100 entries. It's just, one IO is way more than that. It's just not. Once you decide to do IO, it's not going to take that much longer, I don't think. And it hasn't seemed slow or anything. So, okay, now there was something else. Update. Oh, yeah, we did. We took care of that, right? Plans. Update would have affected the children, but we mark was changed so we don't try and save that first time after we load. Okay, so that part's good. Leia view. No, I want Leia. Okay, yeah, so the change for Leia, I mean, it's not major. It's just trying to keep, I don't know. Like this, we added this concept of date range, and now I'm storing these. Seems silly when I could just go to date range, make it codable, and all that stuff is taken care of. But yeah, so this is the Leia stuff I wanted to change. I don't know if it's really two things then. This and then these names. I would like to just get the stored value be the same just for consistency, since I'm wanting to update it anyway. Do I want to fight that? Well, we know when it's a Leia because we're sitting there right there with a plan that consists of just a Leia. Maybe I save that one. Let me look at scenario. That's the other one that, now that's not persisted. So I guess I should just see who's codable. Maybe this can. Amount. Yeah. Dates back. Yeah. Leia type. Sure. Month, year, people. Person. Plan. Plan. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. We're right there. Okay. We got half an hour today, and we could probably spend another half hour tomorrow. I think it's worth it just to kind of clean these things up. Now, this one, yeah, so to add the date spec, the dates, we need to make them optional. Okay. So let's rename this. Do I want to call it Leia dates? or through an underscore on the end, maybe. He's kind of he's the one that's going away. Okay, so now people access dates, but I'm going to add this field, and it's going to be private var dates is a date range optional. Okay. All right, and then this, if date range is nil, return this. Well, no, let's just say return dates, else that. Okay, so kind of a refactoring. I mean, it is a refactoring. It's just kind of a weird one. I'm adding a field we don't use, and I'm looking at it, and if it's not there, I do what I always did. Nobody ever sets dates. Okay, yeah, so this is harmless so far. Now, the other... Okay, let's get this locked in. Make sure nobody cares. Good. Okay. Change dates to, well, Leia.dates to dates underscore, add new field for dates, optional for now. Okay. All right, now I want to make my update basically do this when it reads something. Okay. So Leia's are structs. Okay, so I think we want to do the same thing with update. We want to say update of a Leia, and when it comes back, date. How can I tell? I guess I could mutilate the old. No, it's private. Well, I'm doing testable import. I guess I get access to it. It's a little grabbing inside to see what's up, because if they're the same, dates equals date range first last. How do I know which one it's getting? I don't. Do I make it? Maybe I make this public private set. Yeah, maybe that'll do it. Then people could ask for dates. If they knew it was there, they could ask for it. which is only going to be my test. In the long run, people will ask for it directly. Okay. That should not hurt anybody. Update converts to date range. Okay, so we will make a Leia. All right, and if you call set.update, I guess he's going to have to give us a new Leia back. The dates field should be what we gave it. Okay. Oh. Wow, not much here. Public func update returns a Leia. I saw a weird space. Don't know where it was. Okay. Let's just return self for now, and the test should fail. Yeah. Good, and it should be nil, right? Yep. Okay. Now this. So what we should do. Well, when you initialize it. I think equals this. Sorry, my wife's making these Chinese pickles that they're super spicy, and you cook these hot peppers, and like hear her choking in the kitchen. They're good pickles. All right, so I'm going to set the field, but oh no, it equals dates because you gave it to us. I'm not sure if I can get the thing I want or not. Do I need to do anything? If I do this, whenever I load them, I'm creating them with that field set. So as long as they save, they would have all those fields set, is my claim. Okay, so I don't think I need an update function. I'm doing the update kind of implicitly. Hopefully I'm not wasting my time here. Okay, so yeah, so I guess the test of this to me is going to be, we'll rerun our thing, and then that we'll call update. So we'll see the pools and streams are gone, but those Leias that are created will have a date range in them. It will not be nil. It's only the loads that could be nil, and we handle that case already. I think. Yeah, I guess this optional thing, they might not have one now. They won't have one now on disk. So when we create them, it will come in nil if it's created by that. But if it's created by this, it has one. Yeah, maybe it's a test on the load, plan load, just to make sure those dates exist. Yeah, I mean, this is, well, there's a lot of tests that call it. But we should have some real situations too. Yeah, create scenarios. Okay, so he builds it. Wait, that's its sample. Okay. Edit Leia. Okay, edit Leia loads it from the fields you created. You have a date range, edit date range view that provides it. Leia view. That's preview, preview, preview. Test, test. Okay. Yeah, so dates is nil when loading old data. But if you're updating, so yeah, so when you're loading the original data, dates is nil. When you call update, it's going to rewrite the plans out, which means it's also going to rewrite the Leias, and it's going to write those date ranges. So I believe when we do this update, let me make sure tests got back to green. When we do our update from just simple loading, if there's a change, yeah, we have to make a change. But if we load the old format, make a change, and save, it should be set now. Because we put the field in instead of write it out. Did I say write it out? I did not. Okay. You shouldn't trust me. Okay, so now I want to say case dates. All right. And let's look at this was our last one. Okay, the dates, we have first and last unchanged. I don't know why that's unchanged. Did I not create any with dates on them? Let me, what if I take this out? Oh, could not conform. Okay. Yeah, so this, if it's not in there as a field, it doesn't get read or written. Okay, that part seems okay. So I think if I run now, okay, let's look at this file. Now my chat window, or my chat window and monitor window says it failed, but it looks like it's back. So hopefully it wasn't glitched too long. All right, this is commented out. Let's look at the data. No, that data is going to be the same. Let's modify something. Modify this. Okay, let's start January 2024. Well, let's start in August. What the heck? Okay, so now income SS1 should show a first field with a value in it. Okay, SS1. SS1 has a first of type month. I still don't know why they put these underscore zeros in, but I think it's the enum type maybe. Yeah, it's just the fields of an enum type. But at any rate, it has this first. Last is where? Oh, there's last. Okay, that's unchanged, meaning arbitrary. Huh. Okay. So okay, so that definitely updates dates. Now we have one we can test with, I guess, a manual test. So let's see back here. SS1 first has month 2024. There is no dates object. Excuse me. Now those peppers are getting in here. Okay. Yeah, so I should be able to, let's make date range decodable or codable. I want it to be equatable and I want it to be codable. Okay, and then I can make Leia take this. Now that should be codable. It's nullable, but we don't update it. So I think if I run this time, we'll see dates. We'll see first still, but we won't see dates. Or we will. I'm not, I think we will. Okay, so before we did not see dates. We only saw amount. First with month. Okay, and so now let's go here. Now, at this point, we've loaded, but we've updated as well. Okay, so SS1 has first Last is unchanged, but there is no dates field. Okay. Now. Oh, nothing we do will write to it. Okay, maybe we do need an update. Flip-flop much? Okay, right now he's nil. Nothing will change it because the getter that we use only looks at it, says it's nil, and then gets the date range. Okay, so now I think I do want this update, but I think I can do it in plan. I'm changing plan.type, but I really should set the dates field. Can I do that? Yeah, we're going to have to make a change to make it save, but I think I could do it here without... maybe I have to make this public after all. Because I want somebody to set the date on it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to make the update, set the dates. But nobody reads this field outside this class. So it's almost like public set, private get. Can I do that? I've never tried. Okay, no, I cannot. Okay, dates. I'll make this field public. Okay, so now I think what has to happen is somebody comes in and they need to, the update needs to set the dates to dates underscore is the transformation we need. And I think I can leave that. I think I can leave that in plan. Okay, so let's get a plan out here again. Okay, so if let's just take this one. I expect set type to be Leia, and I expect, well, I kind of expect income dot, no, I expect set dot children bang sub 0 dot children name. Is that not a Leia? Oh, plan dot Leia. No. Sorry. Is it Leia is our field, right? Yeah. Leia bang dot dates to not be nil. That's a week. Well, I want it to be equal to date range dot always. Maybe I should just say that. Okay. Private getter doesn't make any difference. If you can set it, you don't really need to get it. I suppose. Okay, so we'll... No, I don't want... Sut is the plan. Sut.Leia.days. Okay. This plan is an income plan. It has a Leia. The dates on the Leia should be set. And this is going to fail. Why do we need that? Dates is always. How is that not failing? Did I add the constructor already? I bet I did. Yes. Well, I don't know how to make this test. You know what I can do? Let's force it to be nil. Okay, so that's the way it comes in on an input stream. With nil, we call update. It should not be nil. The test should fail, I should say. Good. All right. What do we get? Nil. Okay. Cool. So now plan, when it updates this case, okay, it's not have to set the type. He should say Leia bang, which we know is set, dot dates equals date underscore okay, so if you come in here, your dates might be nil. We're going to make sure that they are equal to the proper dates. If it's nil, it gets reset. Okay, that should pass. Yeah, we grew these. They call them lemon cucumbers. They look like a little lemon, and they're kind of yellowish. I guess if they're fully yellow, they're not. They're overripe, but they're basically yellow. They look like a sort of not quite ripe lemon, and they're about that size, and makes a nice crunchy. Well, it's a crunchy cucumber. Makes a crunchy pickle. We also grew some regular old, just I don't know what you call them, spears. But these lemon ones are unexpectedly good. I don't think I'd ever had them before. I guess you can't tell when they're all sliced up. It's a bunch of circles, but yeah, I'd never seen it. Okay, so test passed. Okay, so now we've added, update Leia dot dates when plan updates. Okay. But I'll tell you, it was a pretty snappy morning. I mean, it was in the 50s, but it's like you've noticed it was getting for August. It's like winter will come. I guess we'll get fall somewhere in there. All right. Okay, so now I should be able to run. It should update. And when I look in my file, I should see the dates field written. Okay. Okay, so I guess I just have to look in my file. Okay, it was SS1, I believe. Oh, no. I do not see dates. Okay. Why is dates not written? What's my test say? Does he say dates? He does. He doesn't ask for the underscore, so the field is set. Oh. Oh, apple cucumber. Interesting. I don't think I didn't make a change. So let me make a change in something to force this file to be written. Okay. We'll put our house back down to 40,000. Come on. Well, update that. Okay, now let's do the JQ again. Make sure it goes zipping past the front. SS1 first. Oh, I'm not seeing it. What is name in there twice? Oh, that's the plan. That's the Leia. Name, ID, last, first. No dates are set. Well, we had a Leia constructor. I'm wondering if they, if it's one of these deals where the struct is not being changed or something. Let's make this Leia with well, maybe I don't need the id. Oh, Leia. Let's replace that Leia. All right. So he should have updated, but I need to make a change to force it to write. Mortgage, okay. Update. Now we'll go back here. I could probably do CD after at this point. Okay, SS1. SS1, here's the Leia. He's got a first. He's got a last. He still doesn't have date. Okay, well, we'll pick up there tomorrow. Disappointing and confusing, but did I not write the field out? I did. Okay, I don't know why it's not being written. Okay, but anyway, thanks for joining today. Thanks for your help, Mudshark, as always. And I'll catch you tomorrow, I hope, 2 to 4:30 Eastern, 6 to 8:30 p.m. UTC. Have a good night. Bye-bye.